back. It has been a struggle, boys and girls, and I'm tired of it, to be honest. So, as you kind of saw in that beginning, I've just kind of showed you bits and pieces of the last couple weeks. I've decided to not really make another video until action started happening, because I was kind of tired of videoing absolutely nothing. So you don't get much viewership, and you don't get your feet off the ground in the hunting industry when you're trying to make a YouTube channel when you don't get anything on camera. So that is hopefully going to change tonight. There has been some new discoveries, some new property found. I put a camera up on a piece of public that I really like, that has not had anything big by it, but has had a lot of buck action the last couple days. So that piece of property is on the list coming up, probably Sunday morning. But I did, however, get some permission from a wonderful family that I've become to know pretty well, that is going to allow me to hunt on their land. So that is where we're going tonight. It is a beautiful setup. It's a little bit of a crop field with a little bit of green strip. They got a pond that's been dug out in the middle, and there's a fresh scrape right on the edge of this field that I am going to go sit over. So they do have one tree stand that is set up. It is 7 miles tall, and it is right over the trail. Like, it is like 6 yards. So I'm going to set up a little farther back off of the trail. Personally, give myself a little more cover, and secondly, I don't need to be that close. So I'll kind of show you more when I get there, when I get up in the tree. But it is Friday, October 25th. I'm hoping the bucks are feeling freaky, and I'm hoping that this season starts to pick up. So look forward to the future here. For those of you who do watch, all 67 of you or whatever on my YouTube channel. Not this week, not next week, but the week after that is going to be a big weekend. November 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th, I'm driving down to Trempealeau County, where I am going to be hunting with a buddy of mine. And this is the second year we've done it. It's our second annual guys weekend. Only this year we are going to film everything. So that is something to look forward to. It's going to be a pretty big special, if you will. And something is going to happen that weekend. Something's going to happen that weekend. I'm talking it up, and there's a chance that both of us are going to be tagged out by that weekend, and then it's just going to be a party weekend. So, but if one of us is not tagged out, or both of us, we're going to film everything. We're going to have a great time. We're going to camp right on his land. So that is something I'm looking forward to doing, and I can't wait to get down there and do that. Temperatures look good right now anyway. We'll see how it goes. So we are on our way to this land that I got permission to, and we'll be up in a tree in a little bit, and hopefully with our eyes on something brown and furry and some growth on the head pretty soon. So see you in the tree. All right, we're up here. I have not felt this excited in a while. Doesn't mean it's going to be successful. It's just a really cool setup. And unlike a lot of the times this year, I absolutely love the tree that I picked. I've got some good cover. I've got some good cover in front. I've got some good back cover. And I've got some shooting areas that I can really have easy chip shots to some trails. So I'm very excited. Over to my right is kind of a thick wooded area. There's a river back there. The landowner said there's another pond that his kid dug back there. I didn't go back there yet today. out to my left is an open area. Looks like they tried to plant something, but it didn't really come up. But there's a 30-yard wide green strip that did come up that looks like deer would feed on that. And then there's another pond out here in front of me. There's a scrape that looked like it was worked this morning, 15 yards in front of me. So I'm expecting the deer movement to come from my right out to this field tonight. There's also kind of a taller grass field behind me that I think deer could be bedded in that workout kind of down this strip. The wind is blowing from the woods out to the field, so if anything comes from my left, they're probably gonna get me. Or if they come from over here to my right and work out in front of me, I can shoot them before they get my wind. It's a pretty spot. It's a pretty tree, pretty spot. I'm very excited to sit here. I'm very excited for this opportunity. So we're gonna sit back and enjoy this beautiful Friday evening. A little warm for my liking. It's about 59 degrees, 60 degrees. But temps are gonna drop throughout the night, and I have pretty high hopes that we're gonna see something tonight. So we'll see how it goes. That didn't take very long. I just got done talking to you. Now as I looked up and they were 50 yards ahead of me. It's been such a struggle this year that I get the jitters every time I just see a deer because I haven't seen that many. Good start. Now we need Daddy to come out. Daddy, brother, Grandpa. Anything. But a good start. to be prime time here. Temperature's dropping. So I'm hoping the action picks up a little bit. It started so hot. I had those 3 does come out 5 minutes in, and then they kind of walked back through again a couple minutes later. And since then, nothing. So I'm hoping something comes out again here before dark. Either way, I absolutely love this spot. I'm very grateful for the family that is allowing me to hunt here. And we'll see what happens this last hour or so. Might make some noise here in a little bit. Might get a grunt or a rattling sequence going just to see what happens. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. Hopefully something walks right here. Pretty sweet. Golden hour. Favorite time of the night. See what it brings. Good morning. It is Sunday, October 27th. And we're back at the piece that I got permission to hunt on. I didn't plan on coming here, because I don't know how much of a morning spot this is. But I slept in a little too long. And the other piece of public that I wanted to get to was a long walk, and I'd have been late, so I came here. But since 6:20, since I've been set up, we've had at least 2 deer walk by me, just in the dark. I can't see them. The sun's just about to come up, so it's about 40 degrees this morning. Supposed to get near 60. And the next 3 days it just balloons upwards. Wednesday's supposed to be almost a high of 80. But then according to my phone, the next 4 days after that are highs in the low 50s to high 40s. Almost a 30-degree temperature change in 1 day. I think they want to start running, but the temperature and the weather just has not been cooperating. I'm still seeing does with fawns and bucks together yet, so it has not started for sure. But what do I know? I have no idea. So we're gonna sit over this field edge for a couple hours today, and I haven't decided if I'm gonna hunt tonight or not yet, but I'll sit here for a couple hours and see what walks by.
Clock straight on. Ball be placed down between the hash marks. Wheeling down on one knee. Arm extended. Here's the snap. Placement made. The kick is up. And it is good!
Yep.
For the second week in a row, Brandon McManus delivers the dagger. And the Packers have defeated the Jaguars.
Alright, well, we are back into the stand this afternoon. Same spot we were this morning. We just left everything up in the tree. In my mind, this is more of a evening sit. But like I said this morning, I did have a deer, maybe 2 deer, walk through this morning, just well before daylight. And I could never see them, nothing. So the hope is something comes back out this way tonight. It is a little warm. It's almost 60, so maybe something will come out and get a drink in this pond. But we'll see. On my walk out today, I took the long way around. I walked all the way back this way. And there's a fresh scrape like right over there, all the way across. That was not there when I walked that way on Friday. So there's obviously the one that's right here. And then there's that one over there. So there's bucks around. It's just a matter of if they come through or not. So we'll see. was the first buck I've seen all year. That was crazy. He kind of came out onto the field and he went to the pond. And all of a sudden these three does just came running, and all of a sudden they were right here. And he heard them walking over here and he came on a beeline right down the trail. Like if he would have been a good one, he would have followed the script perfectly. That was cool. Just a wee bit small. But either way, that got the heart pumping. That was fun. That was cool. First buck on camera, filming. Like I said, he walked right down the pipe. So that was fun. That made the night for sure. Now we just need one about 100 inches bigger than that to do that. Still got some time. About 20 minutes yet.
All right, we're back in the car. I just got to explain what just happened. That was the most fun I had on a deer stand in a long time. Do you like this camera angle? I got my light on so you can see me, but my light's really bright, so I'm blocking it with my phone. It's a mess. Anyway, you guys saw the little buck that came through about 6 o'clock. He worked through chasing some does, which was really fun. And then I was just about to get down. It was well past shooting light, and I threw my binos up just to see if there's anything out there, and there were a couple deer out in the field, so I was just waiting a little bit. All of a sudden I just heard grunting and chasing, and I was caught in the middle of a rut frenzy for a good 30 minutes, and I couldn't get down. I was stuck in the tree. I didn't want to spook them. I didn't want to just get down and run them off. So I just stayed in the tree and I was stuck. Eventually, I could hear the buck, I could see a body, but I couldn't tell anything after that. Eventually, a few of the deer, one of them could have been the buck, I have no idea, worked, and they were right under me. I mean, it was so dark I couldn't even see my feet, but they were right under me and I could hear them walking around. And eventually I just got on my grunt call and kind of blew a little funky. And they took off, didn't blow, didn't nothing. They just kind of bounded off and worked off. But that was the most fun I've had on a tree in a long time. Obviously, I wasn't going to shoot that little buck, but it was the first buck I saw all year. To see some rut action, even though it was after dark, to hear the grunting and to hear the chasing, that got me excited. So we will be back there. It's supposed to be really warm the next couple days, so I don't know what's going to happen with that, but maybe there's a hot doe in there right now, and maybe I just got to get back in there. I have no idea. So we'll see what goes on. I might be there tomorrow. I might take a break. It's supposed to be warm the next couple days, like I said, and then Thursday is supposed to drop like 30 degrees. So, but the rut might have just started tonight. I don't know. That was really fun to watch. It was really cool to be a part of. Really cool to be out in the woods when that's all happening. So I'm gonna go home, watch some Sunday Night Football, eat some pizza, and relive what just happened. That was fun. So, we'll either see me in a tree tomorrow or Thursday. One of the two.